Wow, hello and welcome to this episode of Memory Lane for my mini Warzone channel, and I'm probably going to call this video Memory Lane on my other channel, A Werewolf in Seaton. Okay, so this is where it all started, Hairpath Road, where I began life, and look, it's still the original sign, Hairpath Road. Incredible, guys. There on the left, as you can see, is my villa, the house where I grew up, where I encountered my first decade of life, and it was life in Seaton. So what I'm going to do is my trip to school. I used to walk to school, so I'm going to come up alongside my villa, and I'm going to have a bit of sound, but I've turned it down so I can still keep, my voiceover going. Those railings I used to think were so tall when I was so young. Incredible to see. So I kept the camera down low in case anybody was walking along and they might thought I was being a bit strange. So, I keep the camera pointed down if there's anyone around. And in that case, I just waited for them to pass. Over there, see that garage on the right, that white garage? I had a friend that lived in that house. We used to share a love of the Incredible Hulk. I won't say his name, but so I know he still lives in Seaton. So walking along here, right to the end of the road, look, the purple bricks there. There's a bus stop on here now. There never used to be a bus route to go along Hairpath Road when I lived here before, but there is now. So I'd literally get to the end of this corner, and I'd turn around for one long wistful look at my home before going to school. Because although I love Seaton, I hated going to school there. Well, I liked my friends; they were good, but yeah. The thing is, what I didn't realise was how bad it was going to be in Plymouth. So I didn't know when I had a good thing. So down that road there, so I'm on the corner there. That's just literally up to the end of the road. Turn left, which is where you can see now. Down to the end, and on the right at the bottom is my old school. So I go down a bit further. Oh, one last look at the house before I go. As I said, got that in the wrong order, but my video, so who cares? I'm sure you don't. Right. So just another look down the road, a little bit further down the road here now, and on the right at the bottom where the houses are now, that used to be my primary school. It's not there anymore. Bizarre. It's strange. It's really, really odd. But hey ho. Those gates there were the gates, the entranceway to the school. It was a path which led right down to the playground, or one of the playgrounds. The seniors playground. Yeah, and so I just can't get over the feelings of nostalgia I've got at this point. It really is incredible to think I'd be stood here now looking at my old school. So going down past where the school used to be. I mean, there is a primary school in Seaton. It's just moved further up top of Hairpath Roadway. Yeah, going around here is where I used to go. Wow, to the cricket club, where they used to have the most awesome firework display. Awesome. On the left, behind that hedge, is some tennis courts now, which I'm not sure if they were there or not before, but I know it was overgrown when I was there. Now it's like a lot of brambles and wild growth. That fencing in front here, this marks the start of the cricket club. And all the way down here, I used to come down here with my dad on firework night with our torches. Such awesome memories. Also was the way to go to my old judo club as well, but that's another video, methinks. That's another video. But so coming down here, in the entranceway on the left here, and we used to go in the gate entranceway there, and there'd be like a little stall on the right hand side selling toffee apples and stuff like that. And right in the middle of that field would be a massive big bonfire and Catherine wheels and goodness knows what else. And to me, to my young brain, the best fireworks display ever. And then we draw pictures of it in school like the following day or whenever we were next at school. I can remember doing all that. Yeah, this lane. I just have so many memories. I used to walk my dog down here as well. My dog Cassie used to come with me here. She was good. She used to look after me as I was a kid. Big black Alsatian. And yeah. See, when I come here now as an adult, it's not really that far. But I used to think it was miles away when I was a kid. I used to think, oh, this is miles away from home. It's not. It really isn't. No wonder I could see the firework display from my bedroom window if I so wished. Yeah, so get to the end here. This street across the way is 4th Street, and again you'll see another blue original sign. There's plenty of them around. Turn left, go to the football club and the judo club. And turn right. And what I'm going to do is, because I've essentially done the trip to school now, but there's one part of my old school that is still in existence, and we're going to come to it. So I thought I'd take us there. Walk a bit along the streets around here. I wouldn't have come here as a child, not coming down it, because I'm taking you to a building now that used to be part of the school. It was a hall where we used to do our assemblies and things like that. On the left is a pub called the King's Arms. That's always been there. That's kind of like your oldie worldy traditional pub, English pub. Yeah, I'm probably going to take my friend there when he comes down. Well, start the night there, and I'll show him the delights of all the other places. Yeah, so we're coming up here now. This is it, St Clair's Hall, where I used to do assemblies and all sorts of stuff. Did my first nativity play, and then I was a shepherd. St Clair's Hall, Sir Walter Trevelyan building. Trevelyan was one of the houses in Seaton School. Yeah, it was pretty incredible. In the building itself, once we had like a Green Cross Code, the road safety awareness thing, and David Prowse came and visited there, us as kids, as the Green Cross Code man. So I actually met Darth Vader before he became Darth Vader. My claim to fame there on this video. So there you go. Yeah, that's the only part of this school that's still around. There's the back lane going up to the side of it. There'll be another shot of that again in a moment. And St Clair's Close. I don't know if it was always called St Clair's Close. It probably was, but you know, I was quite young, so I don't remember entirely. But this, as I'm here, coming down 4th Street, I thought I'll take you to another little part. I can't do all the historical facts and things in one go, but I thought I'll just nip this one in at the end when I get there. Coming up to, on the left-hand side, a place called Claps Lane, where my mum used to go to pay the rates, the old rates, like before, like council tax and things like that, you know. I never knew what that was all about. All I knew was it was my mum paying bills. She'd walk us down there to pay the rates. Yeah, Claps Lane. The sun is lovely here. It's a good day. It's actually a good day. It's a Sunday. I've had to do a lot of video work on a Sunday if I can. We're coming around the corner to another church. It's a Catholic church. This one, where my auntie got married, actually, and this is it. Just see it coming up. Oh, there's that way goes to the Underfleet, which goes to the tramway, which I'll cover on another video. So yeah, St Augustine's Catholic Church, Seaton. My auntie got married there, and it was the first. This is a historical fact. The first white wedding to be had in any church in Seaton, at least. And there's a lot of churches in Seaton, but it was the first white wedding after the war. And there you go. There's another shot of St Clair's Hall on the right there. But yeah, it's like kind of a claim to fame, as it were. My claim to fame. But pretty awesome stuff coming up. I think it might be a shot. Yeah, there we go. That's the entrance to Claps Lane, as I was saying earlier, where we used to go to pay the rates. There's nothing really down there now. I've walked down there since I've been here. I walked down the other day, a few weeks ago, to see what was there. There we go, St Augustine's. So my auntie got married there. First white wedding after the war. And yeah, it was pretty. That's pretty historic. It's actually in one of the books I've got in the history of Seaton. So that's pretty cool. I think that's quite a thing to say. First white wedding after the war. Pretty awesome stuff. There is an absolute ton of history in this place, and you can feel it emanating and oozing off of every brick and every plant and every tree. And so I go up to the top of that road. It takes me back to where I first started the video, you know, that house on the corner there. I just come up there on the right, literally done a big circuit. So there. So thank you for joining me on this. I haven't done a memory lane in some time now. I know this is like the first memory lane that I've done since I've been in Seaton. Certainly, I thought I was almost done with them from the Plymouth ones, but no. So this one goes back. So it's super. Although I've done it after, it's actually from before I went to Plymouth. So it goes back further in time, and that's that's quite a thing. Goes back further in time, and there will be other memory lane ones, and this, as I say, is on my other channel as well, A Werewolf in Seaton. Just check it out if you want to. It's got nothing to do with hobby, but then these videos don't either, but I do want them on here as a part of this channel, because it's part of my channel, it's part of who I am and what makes me tick. So that's why I wanted to do it, really. And a lot of my friends that knew me in Plymouth, they won't know any of this, because this is pre-Plymouth. So there'd be a chance for them to see the video too. A lot of times for them to see where I came from, and maybe try and see where I get my whimsical, nostalgic turns from. And it's from here. So yeah, every time I go out, every trip is a nostalgia trip, and it's even more than just getting old, because you get more nostalgic as you get older, don't you? But it's more than that. It's more than that here. So I will be putting this video on my other channel as well. So twofold. So as I said, on the channel before, my other channel is A Werewolf in Seaton, and if you're watching this on A Werewolf in Seaton, my other channel is Mini Warzone. So there you go. Go and head on over and check that out. And please, if you want to help, please just throw me a like. I mean, it really helps. It helps the channel immensely. It helps the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. It really does help. Throw me a like. Share the video if you want to. There will, of course, for my Mini Warzone people, there will be more hobby videos coming soon, and there'll be an update on what's happening with all that as well. I shall do a chill, and I shall update you all with that as well. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, I'm so glad I got this one done. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and if you're on the other channel, then peace, guys. Peace. Thank you. Bye-bye.